How can we create and live an ideal life of abundance and fulfillment using the ancient wisdom of Advaita Vedanta? This is what conscious creation is about. In this video, we will go very deep into the nature of the manifested universe and we will uncover the true meaning of conscious creation. We will look at how this reality actually works and how this reality actually is as per the teachings of the ancient Upanishads in order to consciously create a life of abundance and fulfillment. This is the third video in the video series Consciousness and Conscious Creation, and we are going very deep here. So, make sure to watch this video till the end to understand the nature of this manifested universe. The Advaita channel is about consciousness and conscious creation. Here we explore Vedanta and various other ancient teachings from India to understand the nature of reality and to consciously create our lives. In this video, we are discussing the nature of the manifested universe. Pay a lot of attention to what is being said here because we are going a little deeper here. And if you are a beginner and if you have not watched some of the other videos from this channel, you can watch the other videos from this playlist after you complete this video. So first, let us cover the basic framework and the basic worldview as per ancient Vedanta. Vedanta talks about two states of existence, the manifested and the unmanifested, Vyakta and Avyakta. Unmanifested state is beyond time space reality. It is a state where consciousness exists by itself without any form or without any duality as such. This is the unmanifested state, and this is beyond time space reality. And then there appears to be a manifested state in consciousness. This is a state in which we are in right now. This is the state where there is variety, where there is duality, where there is infinite expression of that consciousness within that consciousness. So, this is the manifested state of existence. Now, this manifested universe, as per Vedanta, is just an appearance. All the duality is just an appearance on the surface level. The deeper we go, we begin to see oneness in all. The fundamental life energy because of which we are alive is one and the same for each and every one of us. It is the same light that illumines everything in this universe. This is the secret of Advaita Vedanta. Now, in one of the previous videos within this video series, we discussed about the infinite potential that is Brahman. We looked at this reality as an infinite potential where all potentialities exist here and now beyond time space. And based on our nature, we live a certain kind of life. In this video, we will go deeper into this. We will understand the infinite potential better, and we will also understand our place in this manifested world. And through this, we will try to grasp how we can create an ideal life for ourselves in this manifested world. If you're familiar with most of the law of attraction and manifestation teachings that are being taught today on the internet, you will know how our thoughts have certain effect on our reality and how the feelings that we feel, the emotions that go through our awareness every single day create a certain kind of life for us. Now, these teachings are very limited, and the way they are marketed and the way they are taught is not actually useful for any of us in the long run. You will understand this more as you go through this video series. That is why I talk about conscious creation. Conscious creation is about understanding the oneness in all, and it is about understanding the infinitude of self as per these ancient Upanishads. And then it is about looking at a framework to consciously create our life, the life that we actually want to live. With that, let us come to the core of this video. We need to understand this reality as an infinite potential. Just imagine that time space reality doesn't exist. Or just imagine that time is simply a construct of human mind. Time doesn't exist in a way which we think it exists. Time is not linear, it is simply an appearance in consciousness. And the consciousness itself is the infinite potential which is beyond time space. When we say consciousness is beyond time space, what I mean is it is an infinite potential which is here and now. Everything that can exist and everything that will exist actually exists here and now. The past, the present, the future, this is all happening in our mind, and we experience reality in this sequence, but this is not the way in which reality actually exists. This is the play of Maya as per Vedanta. Maya is nothing but time space reality, but reality is beyond time space. True reality is that infinite consciousness or the infinite potential. Now, within that infinite consciousness, as we understood, all possibilities and all potentialities exist here and now. So, if this is the case, our mind is not actually manifesting anything in this world. Our mind and our ego is not creating anything. It is simply experiencing one aspect of that infinite potential based on its nature and based on the memory it carries. So, our mind and our personality carries a certain memory. In fact, in Vedanta, it is explained that the human mind has four aspects to it. These four aspects are Manas, Buddhi, Ahankara, and Chitta. Manas is memory that we have because of karma. Buddhi is intellect because of which we have the ability to think. And Ahankara is ego or the individual identity that we have because of which we think we are this body mind complex. And then there is Chitta or reflected consciousness. This is the awareness because of which we are alive right now. This is the awareness that we derive from that infinite consciousness through which we live our life. So, this is human mind, and the human mind gives rise to a certain kind of a personality for each and every one of us. Based on the memory or karma that we carry, a certain kind of a personality is created for us. This has happened unconsciously. And based on the nature of this personality, we are experiencing one aspect of this manifested universe and this manifested reality in a certain way. Now, if we want to create something in this world, technically there is no creation or manifestation, but language begins to fail here. Words begin to fail here. So we need to use these words. But understand that technically there is no creation or manifestation that is happening. There is only this infinite potential that we can call consciousness or Brahman. And our mind is a product of this time space reality called Maya. And our mind can only experience something within the canvas of time and space. We can experience something at a certain point in time with the help of time and within a certain space within this 3D universe. So, our mind and our personality, based on its nature and based on the memory it carries, it is experiencing one aspect of reality at a certain point in time space. But reality itself is infinite. And within this infinite potential, there exists a reality where you are living your ideal life in terms of wealth, in terms of your relationships, in terms of health. There is a reality out there within the infinite potential where your ideal life is already here and now. But your mind and your personality is not compatible to that potential yet. That is why there seems to be a gap and you are not experiencing your ideal reality. This is how I have come to understand the nature of the manifested reality. So, if we want to create an ideal life for ourselves and if we want to live a life of fulfillment and abundance, we don't have to work on the external world. We first need to work on ourselves. This is the secret. And this is why some of the greatest thinkers have said, be the change you want to see in this world. If you want to change something in your external reality, you only have to look within and change yourself. Everything that is happening in your life is your own doing. It is your karma, it is your action, and the consequences of your action that you are experiencing. So, if we want to change the external world and create an ideal life for ourselves, we need to craft a personality consciously, and we need to overcome and disidentify ourselves from our current personality. This mind or this personality is just a mask, like we discussed in the previous video. Through this understanding, disidentify ourselves from our current personality and identify ourselves consciously with positive thoughts, feelings, and belief systems, which is compatible with our ideal life, through which our life will slowly transition within this time space reality into that ideal life. So, this is how we need to understand reality. Technically, through our thoughts, we are not creating anything new, but we are simply tuning into a potential that already exists within this infinite consciousness. And understanding this and looking at this through a proper framework and making use of this knowledge within our life to consciously create our life is conscious creation. And in our next video, we will go very deep into the formula, the conscious creation code. Now, we had not publicly disclosed this formula before, but in the next video, you will discover the essence of conscious creation code, which you can make use of in your own life to see some amazing results. So, this was all for today, where we understood the nature of the manifested universe. Now, understand that this is just a model of reality. Reality is very complex and our mind can never comprehend it because our mind is limited. But what I gave here is a model of reality. It is a way to look at reality and make sense of it, through which we can create our life consciously the way we truly want to live. Now, if this has resonated with you and if you want to pursue this further, then we have a 6 weeks advanced program that we call the Conscious Creation Blueprint. This is a part of the Awake membership at the Adhvaitha Conscious Society. So if you want to join this program, you will find more details through the link in the description. Thank you. For any clarifications, you can leave a comment below this video and we will make sure to address it. And I will see you on the next one. Subscribe to Adhvaitha to wake up. Shivoham.